So you're going to plug the drone in right here on the side, just like that. Plug it into your computer, and then you're in the software. Open the file right here, and then you'll go down and click RobBee at the very bottom. That'll open up the software to calibrate your drone. First thing, you're going to pull out the receiver, just like that, and then you're going to push and hold the gold button on the top of the receiver. And then you're going to plug in the drone right there on the side. It'll beep. And now with the remote, you're going to turn on. The receiver that comes with the drone is specifically for the spectrum radios. So if you have a FlySky or a Tyrannus, it's the wrong receiver. So if you have a different remote, you can take out this receiver from the drone and put in a new one from your remote. So now that you've connected the drone to the remote and to the computer, it'll say connected down in the bottom left. And now in the first icon in the top left, that'll be your calibration for your gyro. So you want to make sure your drone's flat on a surface, and then you'll come back and hit calibrate, and then click OK. And then the drone will calibrate itself. Okay, so in the next column, it'll come to the default drone setup, and you want to keep that and leave it there. So after you've bound the drone to the remote controller, it'll say connected down in the bottom left corner, and then so in the third column, to calibrate the drone to make sure the remote is working right with the drone, you want to hit calibrate, then come in here and hit OK. And now you want to check the remote, and so you'll move your sticks around, and on the screen it'll show each channel moving as you move the sticks around on the remote. So you want to move them to each corner and all the way around, and that'll tell the computer and the software the maxes and minimums of your remote sticks. And then you'll come over here to your switches and to arm and disarm and change the flight modes. So the switches, you can move the switches right up here, and it'll move on the screen. So we can hit right here, and it'll move to the different flight modes. And then down here, it'll move arm and disarm. That's to let the drone start up its motors or not start up its motors. And then for your stick, if you move it to the left, it moves to the right. So you want to reverse that. And if this one you move to the right, it'll move to the left. So you want to switch that. So after you were done calibrating, you come back down and hit complete, say OK, and then with the ones that are reversed, so if you move it left it goes right, so you want to reverse this one, so redder, hit reverse on that. And now when you move it left, it goes left, and right, it goes right. And then the next one, this one was switched also. So you want to come in here and hit reverse on that. And now when I move it left, it'll move left, and right, it'll move right. So that's how you want it to work out with your remote. So now that you've hit reverse on the ones you need to reverse, and all your settings are alright, and you hit complete, it'll say self-test OK in the bottom left. First tab, you have your ESC, and it's clicked on normal ESC right now because that's what's in the drone, and max point is 1000, minimum point is 0, and I would just leave it how it is on the default settings. So now in the second column you have your parameters, and it's set at 50 as your max attitude angle, 500 at your max attitude rate, and max yaw rate is 400. So max attitude angle is how far the drone will pitch, so how far it'll lean forward and back and left. And then your attitude rate is how fast it'll respond to all your controls. And then yaw rate is how fast it will spin right to left. And I would leave them at your default settings for a beginner. So in the third column we have our gains, and that is how fast the drone will respond and how sensitive it'll be to your remote. So right now, for a beginner flyer, I would recommend to keep it on simple and keep it at the default settings. But for the more experienced flyer, you can move to the expert part and you can change your settings, and that'll change how sensitive your remote is. You have your batteries and you have your Velcro, and it's a sticky Velcro, so you peel off the back and put it on your battery, just like that. And now you can attach it to the bottom of the drone. You can plug it in first. And now Velcro it to the bottom of your drone, and it'll stick just like that. And now with your remote, you have your arm switch, so arm, disarm, and you see when you switch the light, when the lights come on, it's armed, and when they're off, it's disarmed. Now that you've armed it and gone through the software, you're ready to fly.